Okay, so here we are live. Now, the reason I'm doing this live is because I just want to get this off my chest yet again, and it's too much for me to worry about making and editing a video, and it's too much to type. So, I thought the nonsense with the junk man was in the past. I had completely moved on, wasn't giving it a second thought. Then today, I've got a message, a private message on Twitter saying that the junk man has done another video, and without actually naming us, he's implied that myself, Retroblasting, Analog Toys, and Lio Convoy are stirring up drama in the toy collecting community. Now, that in itself didn't really bother me, but what did bother me was one of the comments left on Junkman's video that Junkman gave a little love heart like to. And we'll get to that in just a second. Now, I'm going to show you the excerpt of this video where he's, without saying names, is suggesting, as I said, myself, Retroblasting, Analog Toys, and Lio Convoy are basically at fault for all drama in the YouTube toy collecting community. So, excuse me, if I can try this, a screen share. I'm only going to play a little moment of this video. I sat through the 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes of my life I won't get back, so you don't have to sit through this. Now, let me try screen sharing this and see if you agree with me. To be honest, like I said, this element hasn't upset me. I think it's pathetic. But if I can get to this, and I've gone to the wrong tab. This is the one I wanted. Now, I'm going to hit play, and hopefully you can hear the audio. So I'm keeping track on the other laptop of my comments, and just to make sure everything is going to run smoothly, and actually appears not. So let me come out of this. Made a bit of a mess of this already. Just bear with me. I do apologize. So I'm going to go back to screen share and try this one. Roop, wrong one. Don't want that. Oh boy. Try this again. Screen share. So maybe it's this one. Let me see. Yep. So this is the one I want. And I'm just keeping tabs of things as live on YouTube because YouTube seems to be slightly behind StreamYard. So we're good. So I'm going to play this and listen to the way he goes about implying who he's talking about without actually saying who he's talking about. So here we go.
Now, I haven't said any names, not talking about any channels. If you listen to this video and you're saying, Junkman's talking about me, check your ego, man. Check your ego, because I'm not talking about you. This video is not about you. Yeah, I'm now the Carly Simon of YouTube. Yeah, you think this video is about you? I bet you do. Why does that song go? You think this song is about you? Don't you? Yeah, bet you think this video is about you. Anyway, maybe they're so vain.
Okay, I'm just going to pause that for 1 second. Michael's telling me there's echo. Of course there is, because it's coming through. I should have had earphones in. You know what? If you want to, go check out this video of his. What I will say is he goes about it by saying, take off your Bespin outfit and go outside and get some sun. Step out of the 80s. Stop. Is it stop lifting weights? Something about Tony, and take off the furry costume. Something about Lio Convoy. As I said, that in itself hasn't really bothered me. What has bothered me is one of the comments, which I'm going to get to shortly. But there's a ton of chat going on here. So Jody's here, Jim Largo, Keith Knight, Bjorn. Michael Schaefer, as I mentioned, 1980s and Star Wars guy. Tim Hayes is here. Bearded Geek Toy Reviews is here. Okay, so Jody said to mute my mic. Okay. I'll try and do this again, okay? All I'm saying is this is the first time I've tried doing this sharing of screens where there is content being played. So I'll give it one more try, and if it fails, don't worry about it. You can check it out yourself if you so wish. So was it this one? Yep. So if I go into my StreamYard and mute my
but I don't know, just grow up, go outside, hang up your Bespin outfit, hang up your Han Solo Hoth outfit, go outside, get some sun, put the weights down, step out of the 80s, and take off the furry costume. That's what I'll say. I'll end it right there. Again, I'm no saint.
Okay, so he was trying to be sly in the way he went about doing this. As I said, that in itself, whatever, the guy's an idiot. He keeps stirring up trouble, that's fine. But what has bothered me today is part of that video obviously has the comment section. And somebody has left this comment, which has really wound me up because this is the same thing that I've been dealing with these low-level thinkers that follow and support the junk man. So once again, I'm going to share the screen. And this time, I'm going to bring up the comment that has caused me to get wound up yet again. So hopefully you can see this. This comment is coming in from Aaron Burrell. And he has said, Analog Toys is a speedhead and ordered his wife online like she was this month's toy on Matty Collector. So that has really pissed me off again because of Junkman and his dim-witted followers. I have been subject to that same line of abuse on Twitter and in YouTube comments. I had one of the idiots that is up the junk man's ass tagging me on Twitter in adverts for Thai prostitutes. Now, this goes beyond anything that has to do with the way we collect vintage toys. And that to me is just beyond the pale, and I will not tolerate that. Now, before I go on to my next rant, I just want to catch up on the chat here. So hopefully I've not missed anyone. Drew G is here. Tree Theodore, how you doing? And Gamer Toy Boy. Johnny Sorensen, morning. Old School Fool, nice to see you here. Dave Bush Day. So hello there to everyone. So following on from this abuse, which is, and bearing in mind our wives have nothing to do with what we do on YouTube, and that wives, family, sons, daughters, that stuff is off limits, but not to the followers of Junkman. And when I saw that comment today talking about Tony's wife, I just about hit the roof because, like I said, I have been subjected to this, and it is completely unacceptable. Now, the title of this quick live stream was "Let Me Be Clear." So let me be clear. And I'm assuming there will be people watching this at a later date, and I hope they do. Let me be clear. If you so much as follow Junkman, support him, laugh at his stupid jokes, have him on your live streams, you are as much an enemy to me as he is. What really, really wound me up a couple of weeks back when Tony Analog Toys did his expose and revealed how this character, this Darren Chambers, has impersonated young girls with mental health issues in order to acquire product and money, is absolutely reprehensible. And the fact is that he couldn't even deny the fact. He had to admit that he did it. And he said he was doing it to catch pedos. Well, if that was his intention, which is a noble intention, he should have put forth the evidence he got to the police. He never did that. It was all done for his own gain. I then found out that he also impersonated some Star Wars girl. Was it Kenner Babe or something? And had some gullible, wealthy collector send him vintage Star Wars toys and whatnot. And the guy's a criminal. And yet, the same day, or maybe it was the day after, that Tony exposed all of this for the whole of YouTube to see, I got a text message that Saturday saying, "You won't believe this. The Junk Man is on this live stream." And it was a live stream which contained someone I had a run in with in the past. But I may have overreacted at the time, and I apologized, and I thought it was all smoothed over. But to have the Junk Man as your guest the day after Tony exposed him for what he is absolutely disgusting. And the point I'm trying to make here is that I'm not going to stand for it any longer. And I'm really sad to say this, but because of what went on with Junk Man, I had to remove myself from a Twitter chat group that I loved being part of. I really enjoyed waking up each day and reading back on the chat, because some of it was just absolutely hilarious. However, there were people on that chat group who are in with the Junk Man. And as I said, he was on a live stream the day after Tony exposed him. I had to remove myself because I have enough honor that I'm not going to stay in a group with people who admire the Junk Man. I also had to remove myself. I was going to be a guest on another live stream a couple of weeks back, but they are friendly with people who are friendly with Junk Man. I said, I can't do it. I refuse to associate with anyone who has any sort of good feeling towards the Junk Man, because the guy is an absolute clown. He's dangerous, and he does not keep his followers in check. The fact that he liked that comment about Tony's wife that some arsehole on his channel commented is absolutely despicable. And I am enraged that weeks after the fact, and as I said, I thought this was all in the past, he made his video about people being assholes who open toys. I did my rebuttal. Tony exposed him for the criminal he is. That was the end of it. But no, it keeps on going. And it gets worse, because I don't normally look at the Junk Man's Twitter feed. Why would I? But I thought, let me see if he said anything about this video that I just highlighted. Oh, before I get to this, Sal has given a super chat. Thank you so much, Sal. That's very kind of you. He says, "You're a stand-up gent." Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I was checking his Twitter feed, and I'm going to do another quick screen share. So Junk Man is doing a live stream tomorrow. And if we take a look at the title and the thumbnail, we're going to see that the Junk Man cannot let this go. And he is the one who is stirring up shit in this toy community. Check this out. Join me live this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern for some fun, a special guest roast a few YouTubers and reveal shocking news. And look at that thumbnail. This guy is too stupid to learn his lesson after the last time he pushed the buttons of Michael and Tony. He's doing it again, and I got to take this off the screen. That makes me sick to look at. He is just beyond the pale, and I am sick and tired of having to keep going back to this. As I said, this was very much done and dusted as far as I was concerned. Of course, I'm not angry at the person that sent me the message, because they were actually doing a good thing. It just so happens that it wound me up. But the fact that after all these weeks, this idiot is still stirring stuff up is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to go through the chat here to see what everyone's saying here. So I see one here I need to get to. Doom 2, didn't that Mark fella have Junkman on his channel? It says, oh, well, that's exactly what I was talking about. It was the day after, or maybe even the day of, I don't remember exactly. But to have him come on at the height of the scandal, and that really pissed me off, to be honest. Like I said, I had issues with this guy. I thought it was in the past. As far as I was aware, we made up. However, since then, I found out other stuff that, this guy had been saying behind my back and all sorts. And I'm thinking to myself, my God, what age are we here? We're men in our 40s, in some cases 50s. And this trivial nonsense is plaguing this toy collecting community. I see something else I have to get to quickly from Tree Theodore. Thank you so much to integrity and clarity. Indeed. Yeah, it's pathetic to think that this sort of thing is still going on. I just don't get this. And this here, so seriously, Dean, you win by denying it in your orbit. Keep it toys and ignore the... Yeah, I appreciate that advice, but I cannot ignore it when our wives are being brought into this. That is where I draw the line, and I think where anyone should draw the line. To use the nationality of our wives as a stick to poke us with is absolutely disgusting. And to think that he liked that comment, he should have deleted that comment and said to this guy, do not ever post that again. But oh no, he had to like it and give it that silly little love heart. Disgusting. And Keith Knight has said, I made inquiries with his local PD and sheriff's department, and he has never reported anything to them regarding pedo hunting. So that's obviously a blatant lie. Of course it's a lie. The guy is just a scumbag. And what's this? Tim says to Brian Thomas, I later tried to be friends with him until he kept attacking Michael after Michael tried to help him. Yeah, he cannot help himself. He thrives on the drama. And if you notice, every time he stirs up drama, it seems to coincide with when he loses his daytime job, because he knows that drama sells. And it's such a low life behavior. And this one here, toys are fun, whether you open them or not. It's true. In fact, even today, I've not responded to the response, but I got a comment on YouTube on my, ironically, on my AT-AT Commander video. And the guy wrote, I do not associate with people who open vintage toys. I'm like, okay, fine, but by commenting, you are associating. Absolute clown. Connor has said, JM blocked me on Twitter for calling him out for lying about retroblasting. Of course he blocked you. He's a coward. He's a loser. And Dave Bushday said that thumbnail is so what the... Exactly. And this is what I mean about this guy. He knows it's not going to end well when you start poking at Michael and Tony. And he's gone over the top this time with that thumbnail because he knows what he's doing. He knows he's going to get a response. He's going to get views. He's going to get clicks. That's what he's all about. And Cal E148 says, Michael has every right to defend himself and his friends. His most recent videos are defending fellow members of the community against predatory corporate practices. These attacks are unwarranted. Of course they are. And didn't I'm trying to think. I think the video that I highlighted was in response to the fact that Michael responded to the Spectre guy. So in other words, nothing to do with Junkman, but he has to get in and start stewing stuff. And Bjorn is saying, what shocking news does he have? Who knows? But I guess, you know, if we're so inclined, we'll watch tomorrow. And that's the thing as well. He knows what he's doing because I'm intrigued now. I want to know what he's going to say about us, and especially Tony and Michael, given that thumbnail. So he's going to get a ton of views for this video. He knows what he's doing. Jonathan says, drama is the only way assholes like JM get views. It's hard to do, but honestly, the policy is just ignore them. Lack of feedback will hurt them more. Well, that's true, but what hurts me is the fact that he's still attracting all these views, all these commenters, and these idiots that are still plaguing me on Twitter. I've been blocking left, right, and center, but they still manage to get through, and it's bloody tiresome, let me tell you. So Michael has said he's intentionally scheduled it up against Michael's debate with Scott. Okay, I see. Yep. Again, I'm going to say this. He gives the impression of being this goofy, dumb Southerner with all this charm and charisma. Let me tell you, he is a calculated criminal. If you read all his, well, not, in fact, don't, because that will take you for years to read all his posts and whatnot. But you will see there are two distinct writing styles. There's the junk man with the dumb, you know, can't speak good English, all over the place, no punctuation, etc. Then there are other posts that are so well written, and that's where he's let his mask slip. And he is actually a very smart guy. Because, you know, like I said, he knows what he's doing. And to schedule that against Michael's debate, that's another classic Junkman stunt. Wow, there's tons of comments. Holy crap. Jesus, there's, 78 people watching? I thought it'd be a handful. I just wanted to get this off my chest. So I'm going to keep going with this. Tim Hayes says, Darth Mark, I think, has pissed off a bunch of people. Oh, yes, very much so. And you know what? I am particularly offended by this because I think everyone knows back in, I guess it was last year, April of last year, I opened my ATAC commander figure because I had the whole backstory. I'm not going to go into it again. And it was a very special moment for me. And he went on his live stream to take the piss out of me and have a good laugh at my expense. So I did a response video, and he came back privately and begged me to remove it. He begged. And I eventually removed it, and I had nothing to do with those guys. But then I would catch their live stream now and again. I thought, you know what, these are good guys. What they're talking about is stuff that I remember from the 80s. And I reached out and apologized to each and every one of them. And I was watching one of Mark's videos where he did I think he did a live stream possibly bemoaning the fact that he keeps getting all these dislikes on his videos and it's sending him into a depression, which I can completely relate to. And I wrote to him privately and said that I'm sorry he's going through this, but to know that I'm not responsible for these dislikes, etc. And I thought we got onto some good terms. But then, I guess earlier this year, it was revealed to me that he had been telling people that I'm an ass and to not watch my videos, etc. I thought, you know what, you piece of shit. After all, I reached out apologized for my part in the disagreement, even though I think I was justified in going after them, because you don't do a live stream making fun of somebody for doing something that gave them a whole lot of joy. But there you go. And Dave says, I thought this stuff was over months ago. Yep, I thought that was it. I thought he did his attack piece about people who open toys. We did our responses. That was it, done. But nope, he has to keep on going. And Johnny says, he's a serial liar who constantly contradicts himself with no ethics whatsoever. That indeed is very true. What's this? Jonathan Redman. I don't recall Darth Mark. Oh, yes, it was their, was it called Peg Warmers live stream? There was, I forget. I don't know who's on that, but yeah, there's a bunch of them laughing it up with Junkman. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Impossible Pie, hello there. Yes, I am having a good weekend. Thank you. This is not affecting my weekend. It's just, like I said, when I saw that comment about Tony's wife, I had to jump in and say something. I'm not going to sit back and have that go unnoticed. Look, he's got to realize that collectors come in all different shapes and sizes. Forcing others on your way of collecting is not on. Now, it's late here in the UK. I need to sleep. Good night. Well, you'd get some good rest. And those are wise words from a very young man. So that's good. And Impossible Pie. Yes, I am. If you missed the beginning of this stream, by all means, go back and watch the start. But I am doing this because of a comment on one of Junkman's videos that Junkman liked, and it's absolutely reprehensible. Clearly attention-seeking against the worm. Yep. So Bearded Geek and Toy Reviews. So everyone is going to be watching Scott and Michael's live stream anyway. So let's ignore him, as the more we feed the troll, the more he'll keep going. Yeah, that's true, actually. Hopefully everyone has the good sense not to watch his stream whilst the main event is going on. And this, it's disgusting, and not to mention completely beyond racist. Yeah, it actually is racist. The fact that we have wives who are from Thailand does not immediately mean that we got them from a mail order catalog, which is, it really is pathetic. But again, I said months ago, because I don't know what I was arguing with Junkman about, but I had to say that his channel attracts low-level thinkers, and he got incensed by that. But the fact is, his followers are low-level thinkers, as is evidenced by some of the comments they leave. And especially to go after our wives, who have nothing to do with this. And all this, in fact, my butting of heads with Junkman came about actually in 2019, when I opened Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker Jedi figure. Again, I had my backstory. It was a wonderful experience for me. And he called me an asshole then. And the funny thing is, a few weeks back when this all blew up again, he denied ever having spoken to me before. And yet I have the screenshots of the private messages where he actually apologized to me for calling me an asshole. So there you go. And I saw something just come in that I have to address quickly. And this is from Sal. Thank you so much, Sal. Very much appreciated. That bag of hot liquid dog crap is most likely going to stream snipe it, and he'll be getting super chats that he'll keep. So he'll be making money off a stream that's donating the money to charity. Yep, no doubt. Yeah, that you see, you're just highlighting again how smart of a criminal he is. because it never occurred to me that he would be streaming Michael's stream and gaining super chats at the same time. You see, do not be fooled by the outer appearance of a dumb inbred. He is extremely smart, and he knows exactly what he's doing, and it's pretty despicable. I hope I'm not missing any valid points here. Hang on, what's this? So, what was said by him, the junk man, at their wives? No, his followers have been accusing Tony and myself of using or having mail order brides because our wives both happen to be from Thailand. Furthermore, his followers have been engaged in a campaign on Twitter where they tag me in adverts for Thai prostitutes. And that to me, that just crosses the line. And once you start doing that, I will do whatever it takes to bring you down, because you do not bring our wives into this. Nothing to do with them. Bringing anyone, I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous. This whole thing, for me, my interaction with this clown stemmed from the fact that I opened vintage toys. That's my crime, opening a vintage toy. And that has landed me in this situation where I'm having to do this live stream. I mean, this is Saturday evening. I've got things I could be doing, but I had to get this addressed because that comment that I highlighted that Junkman liked really set me off this morning. It's absolutely disgusting. What's this? Bjorn says, the situation reminds me of when celebrities going crazy every so often that their names are always in the news. Yeah, that's exactly what it is with him. He cannot stand to not be the center of attention. I mean, why would you stir up so much shit and then say that you're the innocent one? Okay, Old Schofield, I understand exactly what you're saying and your intentions are sound, but as I said, when I'm getting, I was going to say racist abuse. It is racist abuse, but when I'm receiving abuse in my comments under my videos and on Twitter from his dumb followers who he is egging on, that's why I have to respond. If I hadn't seen that comment about Tony's wife, I wouldn't have done this video. I would have said, you know what? I would have watched the video where he implies that myself, Michael, Tony, and Lyle Convoy are somehow, we're somehow the ones who are stirring up the drama. I would have said, you know what, the guy's a fool, forget it. But that comment is what set me off. And like I said, seeing that comment just reminded me of the shit that I've had to look at straight at me from these idiots. Luckily, you caught that comment, Dean, and imagine if you hadn't. Well, again, this all goes down to the simple fact that I'm hoping no one here does, but I don't watch Junkman videos. I don't follow Junkman on Twitter. But I got the message saying you have to watch his video because he's implying that you are stirring up shit. So that's when I watched it. And then I thought, okay, let's see what the comments say. And there it was, that despicable comment. Jonathan says he's a total scumbag, but is only going after the ladies as the main channel guys were ignoring him. Possibly. But no, I don't know. No, it's his followers that have been going after our wives, not him directly. But he is responsible for his followers because he's liking their nasty, racist comments. And Connor says, bringing someone's wife into this is just cowardly and pathetic. It certainly is. And Dave says, retro blasting and analog toys both rock, and like anyone, do not deserve insults. Of course, none of us deserve insults. My opinion is if I watch a video I don't like, I click off, and that's the end of it. I don't hit thumbs down. I don't leave nasty comments. I certainly don't go chasing people on Twitter and insulting their wives, you know. I like this one. Tell this guy to go fuck himself. Yeah, I have done. And also that also applies to anyone who still associates with them, because as far as I'm concerned, if you're the friend of Junkman, you are my enemy. That's the bottom line. So what's this? That guy's on a collision course to his destiny. Step aside and let him crash and burn out of earshot. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping this really does genuinely blow over, because I don't need this sort of hassle. Again, him making videos implying that I'm part of the problem, fine, whatever. I can live with that, but don't go insulting our wives. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to see what, because Michael has said charm. So has someone said that he finds charm? Surely not. I hope someone isn't saying they find Junkman charming. Yeah, okay. And Lyle Convoy says, I wondered if Junkman's sister regrets having him. Lone Dragon, how you doing? Sorry you have to deal with such an... Yeah, it's... Yeah, it's... How do I say that? I mean, obviously it's bothered me because I'm doing this damn live stream, but it's the fact that he did a video accusing me and the others of being the ones that stood up the drama, only for him to promote a live stream where he's going to stir up more drama. I mean, come on. Oh, now, okay. When Dean calls, we come. Well, thank you. I actually misread that because, as you know, my eyes aren't what they once were, and I thought it said when Dean calls, we came. I thought, oh boy, do I have that effect on you? What's this? If he really knew what he was doing, then he wouldn't do what he's currently doing. It's like one of these riddles. If he really knew what he was doing, then he wouldn't do what he's... Oh, I don't know. You see, that's the thing. You have to watch him. He is extremely calculated. He is probably one of the greatest criminals I've ever come across. And I'm not going to throw any aspersions out there, but you have to wonder about that GoFundMe. Someone did mention to me that shortly after the GoFundMe thing, he did get his new Pac-Man arcade machine and a second vehicle. So make of that what you will. And yep, Connor says Lyle wins the internet tonight. Yes, he does. That was a great comment. Now, what's this? Is that using both photos of Michael and Tony to be trademark type infringement or fair use somehow? That I do not know. It's bad form, I know that much, but that obviously isn't something that Junkman concerns himself with. Excuse me. Yeah, this is a good point. I'm really frustrated that he's taking the piss out of you for your work that you do behind the scenes. Yep, that's exactly true. No, I mean, no, it's the fact that Junkman goes after you, where every video I've seen from Lyle Convoy has been so well thought out and well executed, and yet all the Junkman can focus on is the lion mask and uses that as a source of ridicule. You know, Tony tore the piece of excrement a new a-hole. You'd think we piss off. back under whatever swamp rock he crawled. Yeah, that's the thing. I really thought Tony's double header would put this whole thing to bed, and that everyone would see Junkman for the low-life criminal he is. And sadly, that has not been the case, and that just blows my mind. And as I said, what really upset me was to see his ugly face on that live stream that same day was unbelievable. He gets dislikes because his content and delivery is garbage. Okay, you have to specify. I know I'm behind in the chat. Who are you referring to? I need you to clarify that for me, if you don't mind. And I'll try and get caught up with the chat. I hate being this far behind. Toys and stuff. Darth Mark had Junkman on. Of course he did. All this drama must be great for views. Feels like General Hospital. Yeah, it is like a big damn soap opera. It's pathetic. It actually is pathetic. It really is. You know, I'm actually humbled by this. It says here there are, 89 people watching this. Good Lord. I honestly thought there'd be a handful of people, especially given that the UK should be in their bed by now. And I noticed as well, going back to the whole Mark thing, a guy that I've had, I don't know if it was him, but at one time I was getting spammed on YouTube by a channel called Repro Blasting, who were obviously part of the anti-repro mob, and they were doing a bunch of videos, of many of which featured Michael Havens going on one of his rants, and I believe he was ripping up repro card backs or something and coming out with phrases about how people who sell repro are taking what's good about Star Wars and using it against you and all this and that. I noticed he was a guest on their live stream, which I thought was rather humorous. What's this? I don't watch his streams. His type of hillbilly hucklebuck bullshit won't go far. I agree that everyone on this should just block him. Excuse me. I wouldn't go out of my way to block him or anything. Just, I'm assuming everyone here knows that he's not who he portrays himself as, and he's a rather dangerous character who should be avoided. But it's not for me to say who you should and should not watch. Although I will say this, though, if you are openly friendly with him, do not expect me to be nice to you. Simple as that. I like this. Hi, Dean. Loved your Attack Commander video. My first ever Star Wars figure. Keep keeping it real. Nice one. Well, thank you. And this one again. That Luke Skywalker was the first video I saw of yours. It was very nostalgic, and that's exactly what I'm all about, nostalgia. Maybe Junkman is jealous. He doesn't have a wife, neither Caucasian nor any other ethnicity. Yeah. Oh, Scuba Pete is here. Hi, Pete. And let's see. What's this? If it ain't your wife's race, it's your nose, your glasses. Slugs will try pricking your skin with whatever. If the skin's thin, it deserves penetration. Ooh, kinky. You and Tony are above this. Laugh it off. No, you see, Michael is constantly addressing this as well. You do not laugh off someone using the ethnicity of your wife as an insult, especially when she has nothing to do with this, and ultimately we are bickering over toys. No, I will not laugh that off. That is, the line was drawn, and today someone crossed that line, hence me doing this quick live stream. Actually, the racist element in the wife's comment is totally abhorrent, disgusting. Yes, it is. And that is why I have to make these comments. And on cue, Tony is here. So he is racist and a homophobe. Well, we can't throw that accusation directly at Junkman, although the fact that you liked that comment does suggest we can do. Again, this is all going back to his low-level thinking followers making these abhorrent comments about our wives. And when I saw Junkman had liked that comment, that is where I had to address it, which I'm doing right now. And I'm hoping to God this is the end of it. Although, by the looks of things, tomorrow's Junkman live stream is going to stir up more shit for everyone. And Old School is saying, and everything I say is with love too, Dean. Don't think me rude. God bless. I get you're standing up for your mates. Fair play. Well, yeah, I'm standing up for my mate, but I'm also standing up for myself because I've been on the receiving end of these racist comments about my wife, all coming from some junk man who doesn't tell his followers to stand in line and do not go after other YouTubers' wives. He does the opposite. He eggs them on, and that is why we're coming out and addressing this. And this is exactly it. JM needs to control his followers. Tony is not a man to cross so lightly. Well, there you go. Very well said. And Tony, again, stand up comment here. I still do not regret fighting for that man's freedom. Yeah, you would think he would show a bit more gratitude. And yeah, he only pretends to be a 12-year-old to get free toys. I mean, what a despicable thing to do. Really is. So what's this one? He's had drama with Nerdrotic 2. Always seems to be starting something with somebody. When I was looking for that video that I've just highlighted, I saw he did one today mocking a channel that I'm not familiar with, some geek gamer or something. A video mocking another channel, would you believe? And another message I got last week that wasn't really any of my business. Someone told me he'd done a video making fun of kids who do YouTube toy reviews. I mean, kids are off limit as well, but not to him. You know, so he goes after our wives, he goes after children. He poses as a child. The guy is sick. What's this? Fan of multiple channels and have to admit that viewers can fan the flames real fast and not feel any pain it causes. Well, that's true. He's talking about Scott. Is Scott that? What's his name? The Masters of the Universe guru, Nightlick, Bootlick, Cocklick, I don't know, something like that. Oh, and I saw something I need to address quickly. Thank you, Tony. Love you too. You know, we're in this together. You know, it's pretty sad that we have to that I have to do this. And you know, if anyone is late to this stream, I just want to say the reason I'm doing this is due to the fact that I was made aware of a video Junkman did that implied that myself, Tony, Michael, and Lyle Convoy are responsible for all the drama in the YouTube community. And from watching that video, I read the comments, and someone or one of Junkman's low-level thinking followers left a reprehensible comment about Tony's wife, which is the same sort of comments I've been receiving. And Junkman liked it. He didn't delete it. He didn't scold his follower. He liked it. And that is why I am here saying this. Absolutely disgusting. And you know what else is disgusting? I've said this already, but the fact that one of these twats was tagging me in adverts for Thai prostitutes, knowing that it was going to upset me and piss me off. And this happened about 3 or 4 times. It was the same twat that I had to ban from YouTube, who used to post under the name One Carlos, who you might remember. Every fucking video I did, this guy was coming on saying, "Oh, your videos suck. You wish you were as good as Junkman." I'm like, oh, give me a break. So he got blocked. And then I think it came to light that he exposed himself by way of a Facebook comment, I believe, where I had to call out Junkman for something else. And then this guy says, "Ha, it's me, Juan Carlos." And then from that, I was able to ascertain his Twitter handle, and it was him who was giving me all this Thai prostitute stuff. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Left Coast Graphics is here. I watch all the YouTube videos, good and the bad. I enjoy all the content everybody creates. Some people try harder than others. Some dig deep holes they can't get out. Some are just ignorant, sadly. Yep, very true. Very, very true. And this one is interesting. Dave says, it's baffling that someone else's humor seems to hurt only, seemingly. It's not even humor. It's just straight up attacks. So hang on. So Tony is saying that Left Coast, I know you still watch Junkman's videos. I hope not. Let them breathe. Yeah, that's my motto. If you like opening a toy, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. What's this? Some of the things that he's done, has anyone considered contacting a district attorney? No, yeah, the guy's a criminal. There's no question of that. But that's not for me to go, pursuing it with law and order. My only thing is I want this bullshit with insulting my wife, Tony's wife. That has to stop. Once that stops, I'm fine. I'm fine. I can walk away. I can hold my head high, never watch his shitty videos again, and get on with my life. But it's the attacks on our wives that has prompted me to say something. And as I said in the beginning, and I'll say it again for anyone late to the party, if you still associate with Junkman, don't you dare ever come to me and be nice to me. If you are friendly with him, you are my enemy. And that is the bottom line. Like I said, Tony, I watch all the videos, lol. Well, I don't know why you would watch his videos, but yeah, and Jonathan says, there's so much good content out there, Left Coast. Life's too short to waste time on a bumbling toad like JM. Yep, and this, again, Hula Hoopa says, he's a con man. Sadly, all this drama is what he will feed off. It's true. Well, Left Coast Graphics, you won't be commenting on any more of my videos. Yep, that I am getting close to drawing a similar line. As I said, I had to remove myself from a wonderful Twitter chat group that I thoroughly enjoyed being part of. But because there were people sympathetic to Junkman, part of that group, I'm not going to stay in that group. I'm not a hypocrite. As much as I loved being part of it, I'd rather be on my own than commingle with people who think Junkman is great and have him on their damn channel. Hell no. Where did he get the pictures he photoshopped of Michael and Tony? It could be copyright violation. I don't know anything about that. All I know is it's in bad taste, and that's the bottom line. If the video is monetized, he may be in trouble. I don't know. Oh, Biker's here. Sorry to hear. Yeah, I'm sorry. Again, I thought it was done and dusted, finished, done, but no. He keeps stirring the shit. What's this? Didn't Gunkman say he was a 5-time divorcee? One of the few videos I've seen of his was when he found a carded vintage Gamorrean guard at a modern store. Really? Junkman supporters are not welcome on my channel. Yep, that's what it's come to. It really has. Tony's video did do damage, though. Not only did Junkman lose subscribers, but the video he did to try and do damage control about his Kenner Babe antics wound up getting privated by him. Yeah, he basically admitted to his crimes. Hopefully that's going to catch up with him, because nothing would make me happier. And Bjorn, we're all here for you. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, Tony's vid exposing the Kenner Babe shit was an eye-opener for lots of people. It was, and from what I can gather, he lost 200 or 300 subscribers, but they are gradually coming back again, which absolutely boggles the mind. I don't understand that whatsoever. Johnny Patone, love the channel, then keep up. Don't worry about that ass clown, and you better pray he never runs into Tony. Oh, you better believe it. He better pray he never runs into Gracie either, because she will rip his head off. The Dragon Reborn, hello. Oh, Tez is here. Hey up, Dean. Keep opening and sniffing figures. Kenny Dalglish milkshake tonight. Oh, I wish. Yeah, Biker's asking, why are we not asleep already? I mean, what's that? Coming up for 1 in the morning? That's not that late, I guess. Yep, I agree. Family members need to be kept out of these disputes, online or otherwise. Exactly. That's it. That's what set me off today. Oh my God, there's tons of comments. I am not keeping up with this whatsoever. And how long have I been doing this? Wow, almost an hour. Jesus, this is flying by. Anyway, oh, Melinda's here. You're the man. Well, thank you so much. What's this? You've never read the nasty stuff he likes on his channel. I guess someone was maybe questioning why we're saying this. He pokes the bear of larger channels to create fake controversy, hoping to gain followers. It's lame as fuck, and I do not agree with it. Okay, then stop giving him views then, because that's what's going to hurt him the most if people stop watching. And this is what we're talking about here. His posing as a child to get free stuff is a crime. He should be charged. YouTube themselves don't like that type of stuff. Well, I know. And he's the funny thing is, when he thought he was defending himself by saying he was some sort of pedo hunter, given that he never submitted any evidence to law authorities, he's admitted that he was posing as a child for monetary gain. So right there, he's guilty. And Lio says, he also makes accusations of people claiming that they're child predators. Are you okay with? Yeah, that's the thing. Junkman has accused other people of doing the very things that he does. So why do you still comment on his videos and in his live chat? Yeah, that's odd. And, you know, as I said in the beginning of this video, any friend of Junkman is my enemy. And I don't believe we've had any interaction before Left Coast. But if you are friendly towards Junkman, then I cannot be friendly towards you, I'm afraid. And that's pretty sad. And it's sad that it's got to this. And you know what? I'm actually really pissed off now that this whole thing has affected me to the point where, as I keep mentioning, me having to remove myself from a wonderful Twitter chat group, I've had to excuse myself from another channel's live stream I was invited to. I guess I was invited to one yesterday. I had to remove. I didn't go on because of, you know, the people who were part of that or were commenting on that. And maybe it makes me look petty. I don't care. My bottom line is, if you associate with him, then I want nothing to do with you. And again, that all stems from the fact that he did not condemn his follower for that despicable comment that I saw. Not only did he not condemn it, he liked it. And that tells you exactly what you need to know. So Jibber Jabber says, I subscribe to Junkman as well, but I do believe he's a certified asshole spewing out his diarrhea like discrimination. Hope that doesn't make me a hypocrite. It kind of does, actually. So I'm assuming your unboxings are great, pal. More to continue. Well, thank you. I just did a wonderful one. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday or the day before. A wonderful gift from Jody that a very long distance this package took. That'll be out on Monday on YouTube. And Lyle Convoy confirms what I thought. It absolutely does make you a hypocrite. Peg warmers are the crap nobody wants, right? Was the right stream for our southern friend to be a guest on then, wasn't it? It kind of was. And it's worth noting that the reason that peg warmers stream came to be was because one of those peg warmers fell out with a bunch of good guys. Hi. What's this? I'm thinking of starting a toy channel. I've been collecting vintage, modern stuff for over 3 years. Yeah, go for it. Oh, so Jibber Jabber said that you're entitled to your opinion. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. It actually is. You are a hypocrite if you subscribe to and watch his videos, then come on here and to other channels, Analog Toys, Retro Blasting, and watch those and like those. What is this? I watched Joe Rogan, and he is a clown. I have been stuck home for 2 freaking years, like many people, and I've watched all of YouTube by now. Pre-45 is freaking Clown King. Pre-number 45. I'm assuming that's in reference to President Trump. Is a freaking Clown King, but I still watched him. Or do you mean Prez 45? Okay, I'm glad you believe. Yeah. And then Keith Knight says to Anthony, you followed JM despite knowing that he faked profile of a teenage girl with serious mental health and self-harm issues. Wow. Yep. If you're okay with supporting a man that constantly makes immoral decisions, then you have low moral character. That's not an opinion, that's a fact. You see? And Bobby Collins says, hang on, I'll get to that. Let me just get to this quickly. Junkman is almost certainly under investigation by a dozen law enforcement agencies after he publicly admitted to conspiring with others to commit child identity theft. That's a sex crime in Georgia. Well, let's hope something comes of that. And World Made of Cardboard, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Analog Toys, Retro Blasting, Lyle Convoy Reviews, all things 80s. Thank you for all providing honest, fun content with integrity. You guys are great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate hearing that, especially, today. That's extremely kind of you. And I'm trying to see where I was. Oh boy, this thing is on fire. 106 watching. This might even be a record for me for a non-Iconicon stream. Okay, I'm almost got back to where I was. Let's see. At Left Coast Graphics, Rogan doesn't go out of his way to offend, insult, or start drama to get clicks, though. JM is really going above and beyond what's acceptable to cause drama. That's exactly it. I have also stopped watching the videos of the idiot a long time ago. Sorry you have to deal with that guy. I won't dignify using his name. Excuse me. Hang on. He used a picture of a young girl in a fake account. If anyone Google image search that picture, that child could have been in danger. Yep. World Made of Cardboard. No, that wouldn't count as copyright infringement. It's parody, which falls under fair use. So I guess that's referring to this thumbnail for his stream tomorrow, which, again, it's not a copyright infringement, but it's an extremely bad taste. And he really is a stupid man if he thinks that this is not going to go unpunished. And this is what I like to see. I unsubbed from JM after that shocking expose vid from Analog Toys. That is what any sane, level-headed person would have done. And you made a very wise decision. So Jibber Jabber is coming back saying, I'm not a troll, I'm a supporter of all things 80s. Well, yes, but as I said at the beginning, if you really cannot be a supporter of me and of him. That just does not happen. If it was just a case of a disagreement over how we collect figures, by all means, watch whoever the hell you want. But when this person actively contributes to me getting harassed and my wife being insulted, the line is drawn, and you do not cross that line. So Left Coast is saying, I don't support any bullshit whatsoever. I've learned a lot over the past few weeks. Well, I hope you've learned to ignore this clown and not give him the support that he so craves. That's what it's all about. That's why he's causing all this drama, because he knows that drama equals clicks. The guy is sick. Posing as her isn't, but using a fake identity to con people is. I guess that's referring to the crime that may have been committed. I unsubscribed from Junkman's channel when I heard about his antics last month. Loon's a complete tool. Yep, he certainly is. So Mark is saying, first time commenting on a live stream, big fan of the channel, thank you. Attacking families is unacceptable. Junkman and his acolytes can go and do one. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That is what I was thinking too. He used the fake ID to get stuff. Yeah. Jeff is here. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Dean. The Dancing Machine love. Dean, the Dancing Machine. Love watching your live streams. Smile, damn you. Haha, much love. Thanks, Jeff. Johnny Sorensen has a big one here. Johnny Sorensen has a big one. That didn't come out right. Action figure for the record. Jim called retroblasting, or Junkman called retroblasting a rapist, called Lio a pedo, in addition to other nasty shit in public and on social media and in private chats. Yep, he certainly did. I unsubbed from him due to the crappy content he mumbled through long before he started drama. Talk about a voice for print media. Yeah. So Jeff is saying, it does not make you look petty to remove yourself from those groups. It shows you have that you have standards and morals. Yeah, it's true. It's a pity that it came to that. It really is. And although I do have, that's the thing you said about, did you say integrity? No. Standards and morals, no, I do have integrity. And if need be, I will stand alone, which I have done for most of my life. I can say that when I do my videos for YouTube, I don't do it for anyone else but me. And if you enjoy what I do, then you're welcome to join me. I am never going to kiss anyone's ass or beg anyone for anything. That's one thing I will say. You know something? I have never asked anyone to appear on their live stream. I've never asked anyone to send me anything. I have never asked anyone for super chats. I just wouldn't do that. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. And yet when you watch other channels, you will see people begging left, right, and center. And that to me is pretty disgusting. You have standards and morals, Dean. That's all you need. Yep. What's this? Yeah, a lot of comments about comparing YouTube to classic soap operas for the drama content. It's pathetic. It really is. excuse me, it's bad enough that he's an anti-repro Nazi apologizer, but all this posing as a child stuff and not condemning despicable comments from followers crosses the line exactly. That is really it. I saw something there. I think I'm getting close to catching up with this. Oh, so this says, I do love your videos. I think your mental health stuff is amazing, and I hope you make more videos on it in the future and spread awareness. Great stuff. Actually, I think I will have to do one in a few weeks because, believe it or not, I'm coming up for 3 years 100% drug medication free. And whilst I'm not proclaiming to have cured everything myself, I still have those bad days, but I deal with it. I'm not medicated and I'm not suffering all those horrendous side effects. This is one from Australia. Rosshound 911. Good morning from Perth, Australia. We'd love to see yourself, Analog Toys, Retro Blasting, and Laya Convoy all do a live stream together. Love all you guys and your content and videos. Well, thank you. Oh, wait, you almost got that. It was just Lyle Convoy missing from Iconicon, where we discussed 80s British TV. That was fun. Although I think I would love to do more looking at old toy catalogs. That was just an absolute blast. And Brendan is here. Hi, Brendan. Hope all, you know what? Despite me going on this rant, all is indeed fine, actually. Lord Malvada, or was it Malvada? Listening to this, Dean, you not think the more you bring him into the community's attention, the more he will do, hoping his notoriety will get him the subs, a bit like Jerry Springer's show. No, I am on, again, you may be late to the show, and that's fine. The reason I'm doing this today is because of the comment I read on one of his videos from one of his low-level thinking followers that was an insult on Tony's wife, which is the same sort of insult I've been receiving from his followers. That crosses the line, and that must be addressed. And the point of me doing this video is to say to anyone watching this, if you still follow Junkman, if you think he's funny, you think he's humorous, he's goofy, then you have to have a good, hard think to yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, can I really support this guy in good faith, knowing what he's done in the past and the fact that he is liking comments that are downright racist, downright insensitive, and stuff that I've had to deal with these past few weeks from his arsehole followers. That is why I'm talking about this. Hopefully after today, that will be it, unless I see more of these comments or receive more Twitter posts where I'm getting tagged in adverts for Thai prostitutes. Refusing to address immoral people in your community doesn't make them go away. Exactly. A World Made of Cardboard says, I personally never subbed to him. I couldn't get past the, hey, I'm coming to you. No, it's what it's this is me, the Junkman, coming back at you. The brand new video. Yeah, that one. I know exactly what you mean. We've got JK Productions. I'm from Scotland, Dean. Do you know where Coatbridge, just outside of Glasgow? I know the name. Excuse me. I've been away for so long that I've actually forgotten where a lot of places close to me in Edinburgh are. So I know the name, but I couldn't probably point to it on a map, unfortunately. What the hell's this? It is quite the what the fuckness indeed I've seen in the videos and casts up until now today. I understand, but letting him bait you and reacting, just playing into his hands. No, 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 no. Michael French constantly addresses this on Facebook. Lyle Convoy just addressed this. We're not playing into his hands. I'm standing up for my family and Tony's family, okay? When you get some arsehole insulting your friend's wife and by default my wife, no, I don't sit back and just let that fly past. I address it. And if you are thinking that ignoring it is the best course of action, then you have never been in this position, let me tell you. What's this? Just checked, and I did unsub from him months back. Would have been around the time he started his GoFundMe streams. They were cringe. Yeah. No, again, I'm not going to, I would never tell anyone who they should and should not watch. That's not for me to do. All I'm saying is, by all means, go watch his videos, enjoy his videos, comment on his videos. But if you do that, don't come to my videos and be all nicey and kiss my ass. Hey, Dean, have you found a good place for your Grail Batman and Robin figures? Not yet. I'm going to look for a case to put them in because I've been made aware that the costumes are extremely fragile. So I want them on display, but safely on display. I have subscribed and watched all your YouTube content and live streams when possible. Analog Toys, all things 80s. Why the fuck would anyone be upset with me? I condemn all the racist comments. You see, I think you're missing the point here. The point is, well, my point is I can't speak for anyone else. My stance is if you're friendly with him, then you are the enemy as far as I'm concerned. He has made his position quite clear. He did so when I saw him liking that comment today. If you're happy to watch someone's videos who has the nerve to like such reprehensible comments, you know, rather than condemn the comment and delete the comment, he liked it. That's the sort of person we're talking about. Furthermore, after Tony exposed this guy as a criminal, the fact that you would still go watch his videos is quite baffling to me. So we are, I mean, I'm not upset with you. I'm just not really understanding what you're not understanding here. If someone messes with you, you hit them until they don't get back up. Yep. But you still watch and comment on Junkman's videos. That makes you unwelcome. You see, it's clear as day. But I will watch whatever the fuck I... No. Okay, that's it. You're done from my channel as well now. You're not getting this, are you? You're not the one... I don't know if you're married, but you're not the one who is having their wife's nationality insulted by the followers of this Junkman. You're not the one who is getting tagged on Twitter with adverts for Thai prostitutes because they think it's funny. Junkman and his group of clowns think that sort of thing is funny. By all means, watch Junkman, comment on Junkman, but do not be two-faced and come onto our channels and tell us how great we are while you tell him how great he is. You can't have it both ways. I'm quite surprised that you're not getting this. Unbelievable. So who's this? You're not alone, buddy. You have integrity. I love your videos. Here's to your fantastic... Well, thank you. And Analog Toys is indeed awesome. So here we go. That's why I've blocked you from commenting on my channel. You see, you had the... So Left Coast, You had this opportunity to, and I'm not going to say you should be picking sides. That's not for me to say. But after all that I've laid out in this live stream, the fact that you still want to watch his videos and have the luxury of watching our videos as if nothing is going on, that's not acceptable. And again, people are going to say, oh, you're overreacting, blah, blah, blah. No, bullshit. Like I said, you do not bring our wives into this. And Michael is saying to Left Coast, if you cannot see association with a racist and a person that posed as a child isn't worth condemnation, then you're tone deaf. There you go. What's this? You can, but the likelihood of actually meeting them in person is 0%. No, it's not 0 actually. Please judge each man by his own actions. We are. What's this? I booted JM from the group I created back in 2019, basically for being an ass. Oh, you see, you're pushing your luck here. Oh, you have? That's petty. And you know what? The more I think about this, aren't you buddy with these peg warmer types? You know, it all makes sense now. Everyone's got their own little cliques, and I'm getting pretty sick of it, to be honest. I was actually appalled when I heard what your buddy Darth Mark had been saying about me after I reached out to him. Bloody nerve. Wow, that's awesome. 3 years free of Big Pharma. Yeah, it really is. I was actually, if I hadn't quit cold turkey as I did, I would be, if I wouldn't be dead already, I'd probably be about 500 pounds, I think. 3 years, that's amazing. Honestly, you've helped me a lot. And I still YouTube your old videos talking about it. Please do more. Thanks from Scotland. Yeah, as I said, a few weeks, I'll do the 3-year rundown, if you will. I just want to give you a quick preview. No, life isn't all rosy and whatnot, but it's a lot better than being drugged up to the eyeballs, put it that way. Excuse me. Amazing achievement should be. Yeah, I am actually very proud. I'm wondering, so we're all in our 40s, close to 50s in some cases. I don't take any medication for anything. Is that good? I'm assuming it's good. Let me know. I know it's off topic, but let me know if, don't have to go into details, but do any of you guys watching this, do you take medication for anything? What's this? I suffer with PTSD and I volunteered to have EMDR. I'm not sure what that is, but that personally helped me and I made a video about it. Okay, I will do my best to watch that. I'm going to have to jump again because I don't want to miss these. And this is a very kind super chat from Wolfie762. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sorry you guys have to deal with this shit. I've got to take out the trash. Going for the fam is usually a sign of weakness. Yep. Love your content, Dean. Here's to us collectors who live in apartments. Yes. Well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, Wolfie. That's very kind of you. And a world made of cardboard. Thank you so much. He says, I got to go, but Dean, I support you and your family. I love the little smell you get in your unboxing videos. It shows the joy of this great community. Yes, it does. And at least I'm 100% genuine in everything I do. And yeah, these donations blow my mind sometimes. And thank you so much for the super chat. Unbelievably kind of you all. I'm going to try and get back to where I was, but you see, this left coast thing it's bothering me because it couldn't be put in simpler terms what we're trying to get across here, and you're not getting it. but I saw one from Biker that I liked. Your 80s Christmas countdown videos were actually a highlight of Christmas last year. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. With you all the way, mate. Alba Gubrath. I know that Alba's Scotland, right? Gaelic. I don't speak Gaelic, but yeah, as I said in the other day on that live stream, I'm struggling to think of content for this Christmas. I think I blew every idea I had I used up last year, but we'll come up with something. Robbie Saunders is here. Good day from Brisbane, Australia. Good morning to you. So what's this? Has Mike and Tony officially responded yet? I'm assuming you mean to the thumbnail regarding tomorrow's live stream. I don't know. Doing nothing only encourages bullies and assholes to continue on unchecked. Yep, certainly does. And this Keith is saying, so you support a guy that faked profiles of a teenage girl with self-harm, mental health issues just to blag free shit and money from people. You are an enabler and are equally as bad. Yep, that is basically what I'm trying to say here. Had it not been for me seeing that comment today, I would have not cared who watches Junkman, who supports Junkman, and then who comes to watch me. Wouldn't have cared. But that comment sent me off, that crossed the line, and it brought back the memories of what I had to deal with these past few weeks, and it is completely unacceptable. What's this? Basically ignored Tony's contribution to helping Mercy get his Unicron. Lyle Convoy did a great video to... Okay, yeah, the Michael Mercy scandal. What's this? I would contact the person that there's an issue with personally. It would be dealt with swiftly. Sorry this happened. Well, yeah. So what's this? It's no longer about choosing sides. It's now about choosing integrity and honesty. And from what I've seen, all things 80s, analog toys and retro blasting embody those principles. I hope that's what I tried to do. And there's a thank you from Tony. So to Left Coast, you can watch what you want. Nobody gives a shit what you watch, but don't come here and annoy Dean with it, man. Poor form. No, I mean, I just want Left Coast to understand where we're coming from. And I'll spell it out again in very simple terms. If you are a fan of Junkman and frequently comment on his videos and basically kiss his ass, don't come on my channel and leave nice comments. And I'm not saying kiss my ass, but do not be nice to him and be nice to me, because that is not going to fly with me. If you're friends with him, then you're my enemy. And I know it's sad that it's come to this. And as I keep saying today, when you insult my wife or my friend's wife, you've crossed the line, and that will not fly. I'm sorry. What's this? Dean, you and Tony are a pair of bloody inspirational legends. To have JM and his cockwomble followers say nasty bollocks about family is bang out of order. That knobhead will implode soon. Yeah. And Cal meant to include Lyle Convoy's reviews as well, but ran out of characters. Yep. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I am back, so don't worry. No one's blocked. I'm just struggling to keep up with this. This is far more engaging than I thought it would be. I was expecting 10 people to watch this. There's currently 100, so I'm just struggling to to keep up with every single comment. I'm doing my best. I'm not ignoring anyone. Just know that much. Dave says, I'm just a vintage recollector. I'm in it for the big info nostalgia stuff. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Oh, Ed5 is here, and he says, it's good to see you live. Well, good to see you here. Excuse me. Again, Left Coast. Everyone is trying to be nice, but allow me to be blunt. How about you fuck off? Right the way off. All the way off. I mean, it shouldn't have to come to that, but I don't know if you were being obtuse on purpose, but it couldn't be spelled out any easier. You cannot be friendly with Junkman and be friendly with me, Tony, etc. It really is that simple. Every time JM opened his trap, all I could hear was the dueling banjos. So Dave had triple bypass, a new heart valve, and diabetes, all in the same day too, on March 4th. Oh my God, sorry to hear that. And nowadays, insulin, aspirin, Tylenol as meds, part of it due to my family genetics. Wow. 51 years old, medication for blood pressure and seizure medication. Wow. Bearded Geek Toys, got to go, nearly 1:30 here in Manchester. Take care, Dean, and don't let the bastards grind you down. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for joining in this chat. Operation Wolf, he's 44, grew up in Edinburgh too. No meds here, luckily. Well done with the channel. Really enjoying all your content. Well, thank you. And yes, I've had heart transplant November 2016, so I have plenty of medication to take. Hospital visit every 3 months. I hate it, but it keeps me alive. Yes, I'm glad you're still with us. What's this? My wife was once threatened by a drunk bloke outside my home. An ambulance was required in the end. I do understand, Dean, really I do. And loved ones is totally off limits. Well, if you understand, then you don't need to ask why I'm addressing it. Darren Rushforth says, Dean, my boy, we watch you and follow you because we all care and love your content, honesty, integrity, passion for the toys you loved as a kid, and totally relatable. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say that. And George is here, a bit late, just going to sleep, working tomorrow. Glad you could make it, George. So I only learned of the Junkman's comments just now. Please mention that I just unsubscribed from his channel. I've made my choice as all things 80s. Well, no, I'm not. It's not me telling anyone to make a choice. What you do is what you do. I'm just saying I'm not going to appreciate people being two-faced, commenting and sucking up to him, then coming to me and retro-blasting Analog Toys, Lyle Convoy, etc., and being all nice to us. That guy has made his decision where he stands, and if you are fine with what he does, what his followers say, then you are not welcome in my circle. So, okay, thank you, George. Get a good night's rest. Congratulations on 100. Yeah, this is absolutely incredible. I'm absolutely amazed by this. Although maybe I do, you see, I'm going to start doing a more regular live stream. And when I do them, I typically do them at 3 p.m. East Coast time here in America, so I can capture the British audience, because all my 80s memories are from Britain. So I like to get comments with people who lived the same 80s that I lived. And but obviously I started this one at 7 p.m. Excuse me. So that was midnight in the UK. But as we saw, a number of them did manage to stay up, which is quite remarkable. So Pete says, I really get to catch you live, Dean. I'm in Perth, Australia. Your channel is fantastic, brings back so much from my childhood, especially your Star Wars Kenner figure reviews. You're a good man. Well, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Okay. I'm late. What has he done now? Just ironically, it wasn't so much what he did, it's what he didn't do. Long story short, I was told that he'd done a video implying that myself, Tony, Michael, and Lyle Convoy are responsible for all the drama in the toy YouTube community. And from that video, one of his followers posted a comment implying that Tony's wife is a mail order bride, which is the same things that have been sent in my direction because both her wives happen to be from Thailand. And that for me crossed the line once again. I thought this whole thing was in the past. Seeing that comment get a like from Junkman just wound me up. And I came on here tonight to address that and to say, by all means, watch, enjoy, like, comment on Junkman's videos, but don't come onto my channel and leave comments. You're not welcome. And equally, anyone that has the nerve to have him as a guest on their live stream, knowing what went down, is equally unwelcomed. And, you know, maybe you missed this part. I'll say it again. I had to remove myself from a wonderful Twitter chat group because there were people present who were friendly towards Junkman and had him as a guest on their channel. I cannot be in a group with people who think that is okay. And it sucks because I really, every morning I would wake up to read the chat and it was wonderful. It really was. But nope, I can't be a hypocrite and associate with those people. And yep, that's actually a line in a Skid Row song. I think the song was Riot Act off the Slave to the Grind album. They said, don't say it's raining when you're pissing down my back. So yeah, don't piss down my back and then tell me it's raining. Yeah. So it's 1:30 in Dublin. Wow. Keith Knight says, sorry, run out of fucks to give. I'm a retired copper, keyword retired. I don't have to be nice to fucking idiots anymore. Love you too, Keith. Yeah, it's funny because as I get older, my tolerance for bullshit is getting much lower, and it's just sort of in recent years, maybe the last 5-10 years, that I finally grew a set and began to tell people what I really thought, as opposed to being this very submissive people person for most of my life. I was able to become a man, so to speak. So this is why I address stuff straight up. I have lost the place again. Sorry about that. Melinda, she's working on a pediatric epilepsy clinical trial right now. Wow. So Teague Ruffle, my wife is Korean and everyone thought she was a juicy girl, so I can relate. Not saying anything is condoning Asian hate. Yeah, not saying anything is condoning Asian hate, racism, and stereotypes. Yes, it is. And there's Tony saying hi to Melinda. I think you have to take them down in a different way. Otherwise, you sink to their... No. We're not sinking to his level. I am just pointing out that by all means, watch his channel, like his channel, comment on his videos, but don't come and do the same on my videos. A friend of the Junkman is my enemy. That's what I'm saying, pure and simple. I am not going to tolerate people who think he is funny or cool coming on and being nice to me, because that I don't accept that level of two-facedness. The guy has laid down his marker by not condemning that comment on his channel, by liking that comment on his channel, and then for me to receive all that same level of racist abuse from his followers. Sorry, no, not having it. And there's Melinda saying hi to Tony. We got a lot of hellos to Melinda. Very popular lady in these parts. The Clone Ranger says, racist remarks about people's wives and pretending to be a teenage girl to get freebies is a fucked up mix. Yep, all kinds of weird. Keep up the good work, 88. Go to sleep before my missus kicks off. Oh, thank you for joining us so late. Yes, Dean, I did. Good night from hot Devon, UK. Speak soon. Okay, thank you for coming on. Let me see. Oh my God, it's jumping. I see here. Usual Mike. Hey, Mike. Hayden, great to see you live. I'm happy I made the live stream. You're a great fella in the community, and we all enjoy your videos. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I used to have some druggo neighbors, constant bullshit, and nearly got into fights with them several times. They always blamed me for drama when I constantly stood up to the fuck with. Yeah, that's the thing as well. To have people, and this especially goes out to Michael, who is constantly getting people tell him, oh, don't rise to it, just ignore it. You can't, when it gets to that level, ignoring it just makes it worse. You have to be on the receiving end to understand why it is that we have to do this type of live stream to address what has been going on. And this is exactly my thoughts. It was over, I thought. I thought months ago it was over too. Well, yep. And Melinda's confirming it was indeed Riot Act. Don't say it's raining, but don't say it's raining when you're pissing down my back, so stop reading me, the Riot Act. Actually, I think my favorite song on that album is Mud Kicker, but that's a whole different story. Anyway, what's this? Judge Judy semi used that phrase too. Yeah, it's a great phrase, actually. I consider myself a reasonably intelligent person, but can't figure out why folks are attracted to liars, con artists, etc. Keep up the great vids, Dean. Well, thank you. Stop teasing me, the Riot Act. Well, by Branders. Yeah, okay, I got it. Haven't listened to that album in years. I used to love it. Actually, I'm thinking that might have been a #1 album in the UK, Slave to the Grind. Anyway, yeah, stop teasing me. No, stop reading me, the Riot Act. I knew what you meant. Okay, what's this? I admit I liked the Junkman stuff before he doubled down on the internet drama shit. Have now unsubscribed and don't think I'll miss his shoddy output. Well, I don't want to stress for the record, I am not telling anyone to unsubscribe. What you do is entirely up to you. I'm just putting it out there that you're not welcome in my circle if you openly display the fact that you are a fan of his by commenting and kissing his ass and then coming to me to do the same. That's not going to work, I'm afraid. So Lyle has something to say. Usual Mike, aren't you that guy that talked smack about retroblasting, then had his friends harass Jody when you got outed? Piss off, you cowardly cretin. Come with an apology or not. Okay, that's not my fight, but hopefully they can sort that out. Yeah, Keith, now you're the boss. See, here we go. You're absolutely right, Dean. Once you targeted your wife, the game's over for. Yep, that's exactly why I'm doing this. Fortunately, I've not received that type of abuse for a couple of weeks. I thought it was over with. I thought I'd blocked the appropriate people. I thought it was done and dusted. But again, I'll say it for the millionth time tonight. Seeing that comment on his channel today, get the like from Junkman about Tony's wife, set me off. So stop reading me the riot act while my brains are still intact. You say it's raining, but you're pissing down my back. So stop reading me the riot act. That's the one. Oh, hello from the Philippines. Well, thank you for joining us. Please continue fighting the good fight with retroblasting and analog toys, always. And Biker's got to get to bed. All the best. Hope to see you on a live stream again soon. TJM will get what's coming. It's called karma. Well, we hope so. I unsubscribed from Michael Mercy and JM because of Tony's videos, but I hope we're not intentionally being bullied into who to watch, who not to watch. Okay, maybe you didn't hear me say it a couple of minutes back. I am not telling anyone what to do, who to watch. I'm just putting this out there that do not expect me to view you favorably if I know that you are watching, liking, and commenting on how great he is, and then come to me and say something similar. That's all I'm asking. If anything, I'm saying, don't watch me if you like his videos. And Michael is saying, I can hear you singing from here. Yeah. As I said a few moments ago, on that album, Slave to the Grind, I'm trying to think of the running sequence. I know that Riot Act and Mud Kicker, it's either Riot Act then Mud Kicker or Mud Kicker then Riot Act. But I don't know why, but Mud Kicker has one of the greatest riffs I've ever heard. So simple as well, but it's a great song. So, as I'm watching this, I am being spooned by a huge Norwegian forest cat, and that's a great name for a rock band. Yeah. And Christopher says, I'm glad I inadvertently brought up Skid Row. Yeah, it's a great band to bring up. Although I wish to God they would just reconcile with Sebastian Bach and stop being a bowling alley band and be a, you know, not quite a stadium band, but an arena band. Did you ever come to terms with Maiden's new album, Dean? It's no Peace of Mind, but I still think it's a great album. Yes, I did. It took me a number of listens, probably 4 or 5 listens, and now I fully appreciate it. It's actually a really, really good album. We have to remember it's no longer 1983 and bands change and evolve, and Maiden have definitely evolved into this sort of prog metal band. They're still doing these excessively long intros, but it's a good album. As a good friend of mine says on his live streams, you can say anything bad about him, but don't say anything bad about the people in the live stream or his wife. Precisely. And Michael is here. He says, we're dealing with a person who only knows how to cause trouble and create content that tears down. He's dead inside, and I no longer concern myself with soulless husks. Yeah, I mean, hopefully this will, for me, will put everything to bed. I wouldn't have known about this if I hadn't been contacted to say that he'd made a video implying that you, me, Tony, and Lyle Convoy were responsible for the drama, and I wouldn't have read the comments and seeing what some clown wrote about Tony's wife and Junkman liking it, which triggered me because that's what I've been dealing with lately, although it has stopped for a couple of weeks. Hopefully, I will never have to hear his name again, because I certainly don't watch his videos. I don't follow his Twitter, although I did today to see if there were any comments on that, and that's where I found out he was doing tomorrow's stream with that pathetic thumbnail. Hope to God after tomorrow we can all move on from this and never hear his name mentioned again. And I've got to jump the chat quickly to Joe Fleming, thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate that. Here's a few bucks to put towards some more vintage toys to open up the irons. Well, thank you so much. Incredibly generous of you. It never ceases to amaze me how generous people are. Anthony is here. Oh, hey, Anthony. Good to see you here. Ryan Potter saying, Dean, you always seem to live stream when I'm at work or going to work as I work weird hours. I'll catch up later tonight. You got my support. Thank you, Ryan. And Lyle Convite, like, there's retro blasting. Feel free to apologize anytime. Okay. So Tony's telling Michael he has a great attitude, yeah. And Michael is saying to me, yeah, Dean, you're right to be upset. I was simply relating where my mindset has gone with this jump. Yeah. As I'll say it again, hopefully this gets my message across to anyone thinking that they can be friendly with him and still be part of my circle. That's not going to happen. And hopefully I'm never going to read or see any more of these nasty, hateful comments about my wife or Tony's wife or anyone's wife for that matter. It's unacceptable. It's despicable. And for him to have liked that comment really did set me off. But hopefully this will be the end of it. And another amazing super chat from Toy Connections. Well, thank you. Unbelievable generosity and no need to read, just showing support. Well, thank you. That is unbelievably kind of you. And Ed5 is talking about Iron Maiden. Excuse me. Maiden are the kings of evolution, and that's why the song Writing on the Wall is so fitting for what's going on in this climate. Yeah. Yep, certainly is. Oh, wow. 1 hour and 51 minutes. I can't believe that. I honestly came in with the intention of addressing a handful of people to say, this guy has pissed me off again. He's insulting Tony's wife and by default insulting my wife. But this has gone on for almost 2 hours. And I think this might have been a non-Iconicon record for number of people watching at one point. Unbelievable. I always thought it was the paper mill that smelled up Macon. Now I know it's this turd. Am I being stupid here? I always thought it was the paper mill that smelled up Macon. Now I know it's this turd. I'm sorry, I don't understand that. So I think I should probably call it a day there. So this has actually been 2 sober streams in the space of what? 4 days. Wow, amazing. Oh, hang on. I've got to address these though. Anthony, thank you so much. You are beyond generous, my man. My loyalty lies with you. Here's some cash for having to deal with that moron. Keep your head up. Oh, thank you, Anthony. I really do appreciate that. And we've got another Tony. Tony Nasser, thank you so much. I very much appreciate that. I am new to this channel, but in one video I became a fan. Keep up the great content and have some money. Well, thank you. That's incredibly kind for you. Okay. I see here. Macon is where JM lives. Okay, thank you, Melinda. That now explains that. And Michael Schaefer is confirming that. Okay. Dean, love your channel, Analog Toys, Lyle Convoy reviews, and retro blasting. Thank you. You have good taste. Yeah, Michael is confirming that. Also, it's Macon. Okay. Macon, Georgia. I need to look that up on the map sometime. Bjorn saying, great stream, Dean. It's a shame that this situation has gone on. It certainly is. I thought it was done. I really did. But evidently some people just can't let things go. Truth. You can smell Macon from I-95 when you're driving by. Thought it was paper mills. Clearly I was wrong. This is funny. Can I ask where you're originally hail from? I'm from Inverness. Oh no, I'm from, I guess, Edinburgh, 7 miles south of Edinburgh, small town called Bonnyrigg. I actually misread your question. I thought you were going to say you thought I was from Inverness. Yeah, I never bring these damn glasses to this computer for some reason. Who's this? Dean has great streams, always fun. Well, thank you. Just had to mention Bacon, damn it. And Keith is confirming that Macon is where JM lives. Funny thing you should say that, because if you remember when Tony did his expose, I think Tony had mentioned that he's from Macon, Georgia, and Junkman then feigned outrage and said he was being doxxed and that this was criminal, that people were telling the world where he lived. Well, I did a bit of looking on Google today and called up his GoFundMe, and it says Macon, Georgia. So he already outed himself. Oh, hang on. What's this? The Paddleman Collector. What are you guys talking about? I don't follow the drama. I'm new to that channel and thought this was a retro show. Yeah, okay. Basically, this guy, this Junkman, is a criminal mastermind. He's very deceitful, and he has allowed his followers to leave extremely racist and insulting comments about my wife, about Tony from Analog Toys' wife. I've been subjected to a lot of hateful abuse on Twitter from his followers, and the purpose of this stream was just for me to make my point, which is, if you follow Junkman, if you think he's great, you think he's awesome, don't bother coming to watch me, because any friend of him is an enemy of mine. That's my bottom line. And another amazing super chat: 2 sober streams in 4 days. That deserves a pint. Yeah, I won't be drinking a pint for a while. I'm actually enjoying this. It's nice to not be slurring my words, and I can actually remember everything, and I can make reasonable sense, I hope. I'll be going to Edinburgh next week for the Ray Harry Hossan exhibition. What a dream. Sorry, I don't know what that is. Impossible Pie says here, Dean, have you listened to the new Maiden album? Yep. I've only heard Writing on the Wall. I haven't bought the album yet. What are your thoughts? My thoughts are, it takes a while to get used to, but once you've played it 3 or 4 times, it's a really, really good album. Keith tells us there are 2 law enforcement agencies that police that city. I've contacted them both. What's this? Junk is having a stream in 3 minutes. No doubt he's going to say a lot of BS, of course. I see. Thanks for explanation. Sorry to go through all of that. Let's get back to RetroClip. Absolutely, my sentiments exactly. I really hope this is the last I have to mention that whole situation, although I suspect tomorrow he is doing a live stream and will be continuing to stir the pot, unfortunately. JM has been a serial pest for several years. He's not going to evolve from good thoughts, no. Okay, this is a great comment to hopefully end things here. Junkman is a wanker. I probably couldn't have put that better myself. So what I had intended to be a 10-minute rant to half a dozen people has turned into be quite something I was not expecting, and I've really struggled to keep up with the chat, and if I didn't highlight your comment, I do apologize. This went far too fast for me. I was struggling to keep up as it was, and I did my best, and oh my god, the chats are still coming in. Okay, I'm not ignoring anyone, I promise. I can't get to every single comment. So just to reiterate, I'm not telling anyone who they can and cannot watch. That's not my place to do so. I'm simply saying, as a courtesy to me, if you publicly support this guy, this junk character, do yourself a favor and don't come to my channel. Simple as that. I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to stand for people who, despite all the evidence being laid out, that Tony laid out in 2 very good videos that I have shown you today, the nasty, hateful comments that he doesn't condemn those comments. He likes those comments, leaves little love hearts next to them. That's the sort of character he is. And when you come after my wife or the wives of my friends, the line has been crossed, and I do not tolerate that. So that is the reason behind this live stream. So as we hit exactly the 2-hour mark, I will bid you all good night and say thank you so much for everyone who came in here. I am blown away by the numbers. I am equally blown away by the generosity of those super chats. I can't believe that people want to send me money and gifts. It really is humbling. It leaves me speechless. And so with that, I'm going to say good night, thank you, and stay tuned for more videos from All Things 80s.